What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan, and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have another reaction for a video game trailer. We are looking at the new Star Wars video game, Fate of the Old Republic teaser trailer that we just got the other day. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about this, a lot of cool, interesting things, and people are really excited. So we're going to get into it. We're going to take a look at it because we love Star Wars on this channel, and we want to see what this new video game is going to be about and what we might be in store for, and just see if it's something that we're going to want to play. But we're going to get into it here. We'll try and make the sound the best as we can without getting copyright claimed and stuff like that like usual. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, let's see what we got here for the Fate of the Old Republic. Music sounds pretty good. Oh. I like the controls. That's nice. Can we see what the ship looks like? It's not. It's not the Ebon Hawk. That's for sure. I like the landscape. It's definitely very good. And that the detail too. Like just look at the raindrops and the detail of the ground. Looks very polished. I like the chair too. It looks pretty authentic. Like this has a real Star Wars feel to it. Nobody ever puts their hatch up. They leave it down in case they gotta run away. So we got some like characters right here. That's one of the old Sith battleships from KOTOR, for anyone who doesn't know. What is that thing? Game director Casey. That was pretty cool. So, what do we got here? So see probably an alien on the left there, on the right kind of looks like a droid, but not sure what kind of, if it's like the HK series from the original. So this is like, you know, it says down here that developed by Argonaut Studios in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is a new single-player narrative-driven action RPG and spiritual successor to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Led by Hudson, the game director of the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect trilogy, the team of veteran game developers and storytellers at Argonaut Studios is crafting an epic, interactive adventure across the galaxy, a galaxy on the brink of rebirth, where every decision shapes the path towards lighter darkness. So you know, Knights of the Old Republic, also known as KOTOR. Very popular game, one of my favorite games of all time. Revan is one of my favorite characters. I enjoyed number 2 as well, not as much as number 1, but it was a really good game. I mean, number 2 was never really properly finished because it was rushed out because of Revenge of the Sith, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, we're seeing here the feel, like the graphics look amazing. To have that kind of RPG, you know, to have that kind of RPG feel for Star Wars again would be really awesome. I don't know if it's going to be a designable character or if this is the main character there. We'll have to wait and see. Is it going to have anything to do with KOTOR? It says spiritual successor. So really it's like, you know, might not even be in the same time frame as you know, the original 1 and 2, but just feel like a successor and feel like the conclusion to the Old Republic just the old Republic story that was built up over years with a whole bunch of stuff. It might, it might throw away a lot of the books, like the Revan book and other things that we've had, and the online the Knights of the Old Republic. SWOTOR, I think they call it SWOTOR, or sorry, Star Wars The Old Republic, SWOTOR. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this. We have like a little bit of information on it. Of course, Casey Hudson was a director of the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, so he did KOTOR 1, and he did the Mass Effect trilogy, which I'm a big fan of, although the ending to number 3 is very questionable a lot of the time, but I still enjoyed the games overall. I played through them like multiple times to get like difficulty trophies and stuff like that, so I liked the games enough that the ending didn't really bother me 100%. It just wasn't what I was hoping for. And then obviously your choices are going to make a difference again, whether you go to the light side or the dark side, so it'll have an impact on how the game ends. When we developed the original KOTOR, we wanted to create a definitive Star Wars experience, crafting an adventure that consisted of all things we dreamed of doing as Star Wars fans. Hudson said, now 25 years after we started work on that game, our aspirations are equally ambitious. Fate of the Old Republic represents an opportunity to explore a contemporary vision of a definitive Star Wars experience using state-of-the-art technology and game design, and all-new story crafted specifically to deliver a combination of player agency and immersion in Star Wars that was at the heart of KOTOR. Something interesting, I don't know if people know that KOTOR used like the D&D mechanics, like stat based was like D&D mechanics. So like every couple levels you got like an ability score increase, and then other levels you got like other stuff. So it was actually kind of interesting when I actually found that out. It took a while to realize. I was like, oh, that's why the game system was so weird. Although Fate of the Old Republic is not a direct sequel or continuation, it is being built by people who helped shape that legacy throughout my 2 decades of work on Star Wars games, including Star Wars The Old Republic. SWOTOR. I guess this would be like Fate of the Old Republic. It would be like FOTOR. You just can't stop. It just doesn't stop. I've been fortunate to see firsthand how much these stories mean to our fans. For us, the new project's about honoring the legacy by creating something in the same tradition of a deep cinematic choice-driven role-playing game. Reuniting with Casey has been a tremendous honor, and we're pouring all our shared passion and experience to build the next great chapter. So I mean, co-founded Arcanaut Studios. So that's the game, which is Hudson is co-founder of that gaming studio. So that's going to be the one to lead this project. I think it's got like a long release window. I don't know if it says so in this article here, but I think they're saying something like potentially like 2030 for the release. The game will release before 2030. There's already a Wikipedia page. Should have known. But yeah, 2030. So we potentially sometime in the next 5 years we'll get this game. But I mean, there's already other games that we've been waiting for, like Eclipse is something people have been like waiting for more information on. Eclipse. We have the KOTOR remake that was promised, which would be a good thing to drop before this to kind of get people back into it. Like have the KOTOR remake and then have this be like a continuation of the Old Republic, franchise. So that could be interesting way to boost both excitement for both games, as well as you have things like the third Jedi Fallen Order game. I believe we're supposed to get a third one. but there's been no word on that. Star Wars games take a long time. I don't know if it's because Disney has to like give their approval on everything, but so far the Star Wars video games have been better than anything Disney's has done with the series, because I love the Fallen Order stories. Although I wouldn't say Outlaws was that good of a game. Honestly, Ubisoft botched that game real hard, and the fact that they took out the whole stealth mechanic afterwards that didn't work. Dude, you guys are the studio that built stealth mechanic. I mean, Assassin's Creed, come on. If you can't get a stealth mechanic right, I think you guys need to like relook at what you do as a studio. But anyways, that game was unfortunately not as good as I hoped it would be. It was fun to play anyways, but it just wasn't everything I was hoping it would be. The ship was cool though. That was really cool. Ship was really cool. Always make good ships. So that's it. That's like the only thing you'll have to looking forward to is like new and more like impressive ships. But yeah, so this is a video game potentially not coming for a while. Spiritual successor, so probably doesn't have anything to do with Revan. We'll have to wait and see. You never know, right? There's so many ways they could take this. There's so many things they could do. Are they going to honor some of the source material, like the Legends books? Are they going to completely go a completely different way with this game? Is it going to be, character build? Like, is it you build your character? It could be male or female. What's going to go on with this game? And is it going to have the same kind of leveling system? Are they going to completely rebuild it from the ground up? Like, what do you think we have to look forward to in this game? And when do you think we're going to get it? I mean, that's kind of the questions right now. So far, very positive, 90K. Let's add to that. 90K upvotes. I'm excited for this project, and I definitely would love to play this video game. I think hopefully it's going to honor the Old Republic legacy, which is what the directors have kind of said, yeah, that's what we want to do. So hopefully that's the case. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think about Fate of the Old Republic? Do you think we could get like a really solid Star Wars video game project in the next couple of years? And where are you on, with all the other video game projects? Are we going to see those a lot sooner than this? Or are we going to get like a lot of Star Wars all at one time because everyone's taken forever to make games? But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.